Hello, you're listening to Abstract AF and I'm Sneha Jaiswal. In this episode, we're going to talk about the movie adaptation of the Agatha Christie novel Crooked House and 7 ways in which the makers watered down a good old Christie mystery. It revolves around the murder of Aristide Leonides, a self-made millionaire, who dies after somebody swaps the insulin in his injection with eserine, something that immediately kills him. Now, Leonides' granddaughter Sophia invites Charles Hayward, a former lover who is now a private investigator, to come to their house and investigate the case because she suspects somebody in the family killed the man.
I believe my grandfather was murdered. I believe the killer may still be in the house.
Are you Sophia's sleuth?
The residents of the Leonides mansion include a second wife who was much younger than him, his 2 married sons from the first wife who live under the same roof with their families. Like any Christie story, as the plot unfolds, most of them have motive for murder. Now, the book was quite interesting, the movie not as much. So let's get to the 7 reasons why. Number 1. The makers dilute the romance between Charles Hayward and Sophia Leonides. While in the novel, the two are still very much a couple who want to marry each other. In the film, the two are former lovers who have a very tense relationship. Which brings me to point number 2. Sophia in the book is very different from the on-screen version. While in the novel, she is more likable and is easily the nicest of the Leonides clan, in the adaptation, she's a bit of a bitch. She's arrogant, bitter, and not very likable, making the viewers immediately suspect her as the most potential suspect. Number 3. The poor cinematography really ruins crucial scenes in the film. Despite having a lavish set, the camera work is irritating at points. For example, one of the most important bits in the novel was a dialogue where a character reveals how everybody in the family was aware that switching eserine, which is found in eye drops, with insulin in Leonides' injection would cause a heart attack and kill him. In fact, Leonides himself tells everybody the fact while dining with the family. But in the film, this important detail is revealed by Sophia while she's riding a horse in such a casual and distracting manner that most viewers wouldn't even pay attention or register what she says. Number 4. A lot of little details that make the book more intriguing are missing from the film. While as a reader, one understands that a director does not have the time to accommodate everything in an adaptation. Here, however, there are a lot of unnecessary slow scenes that could have been either speeded up or removed to make way for other things. Which brings me to point number 5. The film is slow and is made boring by the fact that there are a lot of long dialogue exchanges between the characters without any background music or sound effects. This kind of makes the viewer feel like something is missing.
What are murderers like?
Well, you. And me. Everyone. Hot-blooded, cold-blooded. They do share 1 or 2 traits. Vanity, distorted morality, a lack of empathy. And murderers tend to feel that they are above the rules and laws that govern ordinary mortals.
Point number 6. Some of the casting is quite questionable. Glenn Close might be a brilliant actor, but as Lady Edith de Havilland, the sister of Leonides' first wife, who gives up everything to take care of his 2 sons, felt a little overly theatrical. The actor just didn't hit the chords right as the old spinster. Again, this could be because of the changes made to the character by the director, as against the novel. Another actor who didn't fit in the family was Gillian Anderson as Magda Leonides. In the book, she's described as a strikingly delicate beauty. In the movie, she looks like she should be playing the role of Morticia Addams from the Addams Family. Point number 7. For most viewers, the title wouldn't even make sense if they haven't read the book because an important detail doesn't make it to the film. In the novel, Leonides is said to have added more portions to his mansion to accommodate his growing family, making the house look slightly crooked. It also serves as a metaphor for the ruthless family members. However, the movie mansion is perfectly good-looking, and one is made to wonder, if the director could make so many changes, why did he just not change the title of the film too? It could have been called something else. The essence of why the Crooked House is called the Crooked House is not there in the movie. This could have been a great adaptation, but is mediocre at best. So those were the 7 reasons why the film doesn't seem as great as the novel. That's all for this episode. Talk to you in the next one.